Hello, my beautiful kindreds, and welcome to my crafting corner. It is Kid here. As usual, it's usually me. Hi. I saw this puckering. Am I gonna have to act out with you? Anyway, so we are working on the Serene Day Garden ultimate envelope project. I've said this in previous videos in this series, so I'm going to say it again. This idea was borrowed, hijacked from Natasha from Treasure Books. That's her YouTube channel name, Treasure Books. She did like an ultimate envelope folio video, so check out that original video. I'm doing my rendition of that idea. And we are pretty deep in at this point. I feel like we just have a handful more things to do and then it'll be all set. So we have our shell here, our elastic straps are secured in, and that just firmed up perfectly. The closure, this is the closure, is another elastic strap, and it'll just wrap over the project. We've been working for the last couple of videos on this piece, which is going to be an insert that is mounted in here, and it's going to have these envelope flips, which we added pockets to, and we stenciled and stamped them in previous videos and all of that. So this video is going to be focused on getting them attached to their base and then getting the base mounted inside of the journal. I'm so excited. This is looking so much better than I could have imagined it, and trust me when I tell you, I spent way too much time thinking about this project. And then I just got to a point where I was just like, I just need to like put my hands on it, because I just need to get my hands. My hands need to get on it. That's all. So we wrapped this is obviously, it's past life. It was a sparkling water case. And I wrapped it in one of the digitals from my Serene Day Garden digital kit collection, which is available on Etsy now. It's 4 listings. Go check out the listings to see exactly which digitals that you're going to get in each listing. I love this kit. It really just captures the energy, the essence of summer with the bright, brilliant yellows and oranges, and sort of the soft, beautiful florals with the pinks and greens, and there's a little bit of blue and purple, as you can see in some of the graphics. So it basically is every color in the rainbow. It just leans towards the yellows, pinks, and greens. I love it, love it, love it. This kit, it's just been such a joy pulling this together. I'm so losing all my concentration. I can't talk and think at the same time. That was weird to say. Okay, so what we are now doing, we are gonna, so we left the okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. We have these flaps. I trimmed this one a little bit just because the height of this is pretty close to the height of our backing page or backing mounting board. So I cut it a little bit so that the flap that goes inside is going to be pulled in about a half of an inch to 3/4 of an inch within the mounting board to keep it from getting too close to the mounting board and tearing. So I put little dots where I'm gonna cut slits to slide I didn't finish that statement. To slide the little envelope flap through. And I measured them out, hopefully, so that they fit where I need them to. So we'll see how this actually works, right? So this is the idea, is that we're just gonna slide. Maybe we're not. Okay, I had to make sure it was actually cut, because, oh, I didn't quite go down, see? Didn't quite go down far enough with the cut. Okay. Let me know what you're working on. Are you pulling together our project? I invite you, of course, to join me. I mean, you watched me struggle through this, so it's gonna be easier for you. All right, yay! So that was the ideas. I'll pull this in. I'll actually rip this off and also glue this down. And I'm also gonna mount brown paper bag over all these little flaps. So the thought is, oh, it looks so cool. Look at it. Ah! Okay, losing my mind. Sorry for screaming in your ear. Okay. All right. Ooh, she is totally pulled together. I'm pulled together. Are you? I don't know. That's fine. Okay. It's fine if it's okay if you're not. All right. So, we got a dot here and we've got a dot there. And I measured all this out again. If everything goes according to my plan. Yeah, I laugh because when do things in life go according to plan? Exactly. Rarely. It's not impossible, but the probability. All right. I know this is gonna pucker a little bit more than one might want. Come on in. Come on, baby. Come on. Good. It's okay. There we go. It's all right. So we're gonna have that there. We don't want it to be strained. But I also didn't, you know, I want these to be relatively, what do you call it? That's not the right word. I'm trying to think of the right word. Basically so that they're not so garish. And I might put some washi or something over them just to keep them cute. All right, I just needed a little bit more because it was just being a little apprehensive on that edge there. Okay. All right, discreet. I wanted these to be discreet when you flip them over. Is it buckling? Is that bucklage right there? Here, we don't want bucklage now, because bucklage is gonna, it's not gonna do us right. So I'm gonna trim a little bit more. This is kind of finicky, as you can see. But it's what I get for trying to do something different than what the original video is doing. Okay, there we go. And I could have actually clipped a little bit, and maybe that's the trick, is to clip, because like this one, I trimmed it because I kind of had to. I trimmed a little bit of the flap out, and then you don't have to make your slit as high. And that's probably what I should have done with this one. Just trim a little bit of the corners out, and then your slit is definitely within the boundaries of your envelope. So that is a learning moment, and I'm actually gonna do that for this one. I cut just that little spot where it starts to angle in. Okay. And then I'm just gonna dot my locations so I know where to cut my slit. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I am so, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so cool. Cut that a little high. Okay. All right, let me put them in order. Come on, Lily. Okay, flag that up a little bit. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that was, you know, it didn't pass that edge. Oh, it's not slid. Oh, come on now. Why are you acting out? It's like sometimes it's cut on the top but it's not cut all the way through all the layers below, so at the edges. So you gotta get all finicky with it. Okay. Like once you get the little tab through, you can gently pull it up from the back. And again, it's like, because these are now, this one is now folding over the other two. So it is sort of being asked to do a little bit more heavy lifting than the first one laid down so flat. This one's not bad, but once you fill all of these once you fill these pockets up, it might get a little puffy. We can deal with that though, if we need to. We might put something to like hold it in place in there. But that's so cute. And it does this and that and this. So cute. And what I was gonna do back here, I was just gonna add another writing spot. Might make this, well, I was gonna make it wider, but here, let me just put a dot so I know how far over that goes. So I can make it this and back. So I guess I'm gonna need a bigger piece of paper, huh? All right, we'll deal with that later then, because I need a bigger piece of paper to put there. But I think I'm just gonna put a writing spot there, or I could add more pockets. I think we have enough. How many do we have? We've got, excuse me, 1 here, 2 there, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That feels like a lot. So I think we're gonna just leave it there. Okay, so this is the next task, because I don't have to decide exactly what I'm gonna do with that. So the next task is to secure these envelopes. So sliding them in here was the first step. I'm gonna rip that glue off of that. Just gonna add some glue. And I'm gonna cover this too, so this isn't like super duper important. You know? Just wanna make sure that that is in there right. This one's kind of sliding around a little bit, so I just wanna make sure that that's in there the way I want. Right, and then I'm just going to add the glue on this tab. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not, we're gonna mount on the back of it too. So I'm gonna rip this little strip off. I'm gonna add our glue and I'm gonna cap it right away because it's leaking up at the top. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. That's actually down pretty good. So the reason why I'm mounting it on brown paper bag is because this, so if you did this and you just were like, I'm just gonna glue this entire thing down, boom, done. Cool. You don't have to mount on brown paper bag, or you don't have to mount it on anything else. If you don't want to mount it on brown paper bag, you can also just like put tape or something over this just to keep anything you put in that pocket from catching. So there's a few alt ways that you could work this out. Now you're not gonna see this, of course. So I'm just gonna put this down and I'm gonna actually cut tabs around it. So we're gonna mount this down. I'm gonna use my 3-in-1 glue. I know I usually mount with glue stick, but as we can see, we are beyond glue stick at this point. We're using big things, so we want to make sure that our glue can handle it. Oh my gosh, this turned out so cool. I might do this again. I like sort of hiding like that the the envelopes are kind of discreet. If you want something a little bit more simple, a little bit more streamlined, then I would check out Natasha's, like the original video that mine was inspired from. So Natasha from Treasure Books, she used washi to mount all of her things into her shell. So I would take a look at that, because now this needs something heavy on top of it for a little while before we move on. But while this is drying, where are we on time? My goodness, this took 15 minutes. That's crazy. I know. And I'm glad I stopped the last video, because I was like, I'm gonna keep going. You could, but then you're gonna be sitting here. Put a lot of glue down, so we're just gonna give it a minute to set. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna invite you to join me here. If we're not already connected, do consider subscribing here on YouTube. Click a like on this video. If anything at all was entertaining and enjoyable, enlightening, pleasing to look at. All of the above, any of the above. Share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know how you think the project is coming along. This is so heavy. That is funny. So I'm actually gonna cut my little tabs out. I would probably, if I weren't making a video, I would leave this to dry for a little bit of time. Since I'm making a video, I'm just gonna like go forth with my fingers crossed and hope that it all works out. All right. All right, yeah, it really wants to just set, you know? But I'm like, no, you can't just set and mind your business, you know, and solidify. No, you have to let me do this, because I'm pushy like that, I guess. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut this off too. I'm really trying not to cut the beautiful edge that was made here. Which, as you know, it takes deep concentration. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. Oop. And so these flaps are nice because it allows you to use the entire pocket. So if you have something that's a little bit larger size that you're trying to fit in here, it will fit. What we're gonna do is make sure that the bottom flap is on top of the vertical ones, because if you're sliding something in there, the sides will guide it down to the bottom. So I'm gonna put some glue on this edge here. That glue down on this edge here. I'm gonna try to cap it right away. It's kind of doing its leaky thing. We're gonna give it a few seconds. While this is drying, if you're not already an email subscriber, join me as an email subscriber. Link is down in the description below. Once you sign up for my email list, you receive a free mini kit. And I have an entire playlist here on YouTube that I've been adding to, and I will continue adding to until I run out of ideas. To help give you some ideas on how you can use that mini kit and pull a cool project together. So sign up for that. It's free. As an email subscriber, you get free digital sent to your inbox every single week, as well as exclusive discounts to my Etsy shop. All right, I think we're ready to glue it down. Alrighty. I try to like moosh it on the edges good. Moosh it on this bottom edge really good so that this flap will stay glued down and things won't catch on it. Things might catch on it. What you can do is like omit the bottom one too. Omit the bottom flap and just put a bead of glue at the very edge of that project. You know, of the, I don't know what this is, the board, the envelope board, flippy thing. I don't know. Pocket? There you go. That sounds more intellectually sound. Let's go with that. Okay. Cap the glue because it's acting out. Okay, cool. All right. Let me make sure I know where my middle is. Okay. Here, here, and here. Right, that looks right, right? Oh, that's so cool. Like, oh my gosh. This is why I craft. I craft because you have an idea in your head, right? So I got inspired when I watched Natasha's video and I was like, that is so cool. I love it. It's so pretty. The papers that she used, she like, either she hand dyed or bought hand dyed papers to pull her little signatures together. Using her washi, had this really pretty washi. It was just all coming together so beautifully. I was like, oh my gosh, so pretty. And then when I started thinking up what I wanted to do, I was like, ooh, what I want to do is like similar idea, but it's pretty different. So I was like, I don't know how it's gonna work out. And then when you start like putting hands to items, you start pulling it all together and it's like working. It's like, it's just so delightful. It just brings me such a joy. All right, so back here I can add my pockets if I want to. I think I'm gonna put some washi here on these cracks. This doesn't look that bad. I mean, they don't look bad. I don't know. I might not. Probably won't. I don't know. The reason why I did this is because I didn't want to add the washi. Excuse me. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. It is so cute. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here because this is the end, finally, to this little project. And we have our pocket there. I'm going to let it glue all the way. Don't worry. I know you were worried. You were like, girl, leave it alone. Stop messing with it. I know. So next time you see me, we're going to be working on this waterfall journal that's going to be in this location over on this side. And then one other project I think that we're going to do together is going to be the cover, which I have ideas, but not like fully thought through ideas. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do out here, but we'll do something cool. All right. So thank you so much for your time and joining me today. Again, share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you saw something that was interesting. If you have a question, a comment, concern, yeah, click like, subscribe. See you in an upcoming video. Bye-bye.